Hey YouTube world, this is video number 5, maybe 6 of the day. I don't even know. I counted earlier, but I forgot. I switched shirts just because. Got switched up a little bit. Got my Deadpool shirt on. Took my sweatshirt off, even though it's incredibly cold outside. I'm sure a lot of the country's dealing with the cold weather. But let's do another tub. I think after this tub, I'm gonna do like a modern tub. Maybe I'll do something that is in the last 5 years or so. Maybe something that people might look at and they might be like, oh, okay, I've seen that in the store recently. A lot of this stuff you probably haven't seen in quite some time. Excuse me, let's get it started. Interesting. Let's start out with this. Wow, that thing is hefty. You can get a bicep workout. Silver Surfer bot bag, age 3 to 10, 36 inches tall. I mean, everyone had one of these growing up. It didn't matter if it was Silver Surfer or anything else, but you used to blow it up and you could punch it and it would come right back to you. This is actually really cool. I'm looking at it now. I'm looking at the art on it. I like to open it and blow it up, but I have to look it up and see what it's worth, because obviously with any collectible, while it's in its box sealed, it's worth a lot more than it is open. So a bot bag Silver Surfer, punch it, comes right back at you. We got some turtle stuff, Ninja Turtles. Once again, grew up in the early 90s. I was born in the mid 80s, so by the time I cared about what was going on, it was Ghostbusters, Ninja Turtles, and X-Men. Those were probably the 3 things that I loved the most growing up. So it's kind of cool to see. I got, first thing, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Road Rage Mutation. Road Ready Leo. Now, all of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle toys were made by Playmates during this time. Actually, I specifically remember now that I see this tiny little Leo head right there driving the fire truck. I remember having this one as a child. So that's kind of cool that you can get a toy, or you just open up a box or start collecting things. It's all about nostalgia, right? Bio on the back. I'm not gonna waste time in reading it. But I also have a whole bunch more, it looks like. Looks like Night Ninja Ralph. Raphael. Night Ninja Raph. I think all really that changed was his head sculpt. Just put like a new cover on his head. Night Ninja Leo, same. It's just kind of cool to have all these old Night Ninja Teenage Mutant Turtles, because I remember having these as kids. I don't know what year these were produced. These are probably a little bit later, probably a little bit past the age that I was buying the action figures, but there's something I remember. Night Ninja Dawn. Now, I don't care what anyone says, Donatello, one of my favorites. People make a lot of fun about the bow staff, especially after like things like Napoleon Dynamite, this, that, and the other. Donatello was the smartest one around. He knew what was up. So, what does this say? Don's mutating weapons. Mutating Midnight Bow mutates into bow and arrow. Black Knight Boomerang, automatic dueling daggers. Say the word dueling. D-U-A-L, dueling, D-U-E-L-L-I-N, apostrophe, no S, dueling. Now, we've made comments earlier about how I am from the north and I love the Minnesota Vikings and Prince and whatnot. Excuse me. I live in the South now. I've never heard anyone say the word dueling any time in my life. Ever. But he's got dual in action. A few more. Wow, I got some cool Ninja Turtle stuff. Night Ninja Rocksteady. Now, obviously, Rocksteady was a bad guy. Pretty cool. I've got the Rocksteady figure. Thank you, KB Toys. And looks like Night Ninja Michelangelo. Night Ninja Mike. You see he's got some nunchucks, some nunchakas. Kind of cool. I know that turtles are a big deal on the collector's market. I know they're worth quite a bit. It's interesting to see what I own and kind of what they're worth. So, next in line, there's actually quite a few. This is going to be a fairly short video because there are quite a few vehicles. The small soldiers, the buzzsaw tank. Push and release to make the blade spin. So this blade spins, and it says chip rules, chip hazard. It's kind of weird because on the back there is, or right here up top I guess, there is a small soldiers like bumper sticker, I guess, if you will. But you have the Gorgonites here. And no, I did not look on the back of this box to realize that the Gorgonites were the heroes or bad guys, what side are you on, of the initial film. I remember Small Soldiers. I thought it was a cool movie. Maybe it's because I had a love of action figures at a young age. I could really care less about the story, like good guy, bad guy, Kirsten Dunst, weird little boy kid, who knows. But the buzzsaw tank, that's kind of cool. I mean, it's in the box. Archer apparently is here. I wish I had a Archer figure that I could throw in there. Kind of cool to have a Small Soldiers tank. If anyone's new watching, I know they're not. But for anyone that just kind of jumps in when they see the Deadpool shirt, maybe they see some weird toys in the thumbnail. Guess what? This is all random stuff. This is a random group of toys that I have in my collection that I bought. I won't say where. That's why there's a little pause. But I have just this giant collection of action figures. And, you know, it's really cool to open up a box and find random things. If you watch my last video, that is the most random experience, I will say, of my life. And actually, you still see back here, I told you I'd put it in the background, the random action figure, because everything that I do is random. I just go grab a box of toys and I open it up. It's something that's in my collection that I purchased over time, and literally the last box was the most random box. This is pretty standard, but we do have a Silver Surfer bot bag. You can fight Silver Surfer, even though you want Silver Surfer on your side to fight Galactus or, I guess, Thanos, whatever. Be on the lookout, Avengers Endgame. We'll see. There might be some Silver Surfer action. Like I said, this video is going to be kind of short because this box is full of... Oh! I almost fell over. Let's go with this because it's on top. It's easy to grab. This is the Rambo Toys for Bikes M-90 rocket launcher. So here's the cool thing. I know I've name dropped it a few times recently, but you watch Toy Galaxy, Pixel Dan. That's one that I haven't name dropped recent, or I don't think ever. But you now have little children that are riding their bicycles around. Oh shit. I mean, oh no. You've got little kids that are riding their bicycles around, and it gives you mounts to put it on top of your wheel, and then another cord that gives you a chance to make some noise and cause a ruckus. 1986, this is the year I was born. I just want to say that when I started learning how to ride bicycles, if I could have a rocket launcher on there, I would. But anyone that's watching that has small children, I actually taped a flashlight to the right side of my bicycle. I was riding it beep, 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 as a small child, and literally the amount of tape plus the weight of the flashlight actually caused me not to be able to steer very well. So if you have any kids at home that are trying to learn how to ride bicycles, make sure that if it's not just a tiny little bell, don't put anything on the handlebars, unless you want to buy that, and then you can have a rocket launcher on the handlebars and teach your kids to ride. Next in line, we have limited edition. Banks, it's gotta be a Toy Biz thing. Let me see. Marvel character, actual release schedule subject to change. It's made in China. This has gotta be some sort of mass-produced object. But this is number, it looks like 5,641 of 19,997 total. Submariner. In a pewter Submariner. I'm gonna have to look that up on the next video, and I'll let you know. I bought it for $5.97, or the person I bought the collection from. But Submariner, Golden Age comic. Once again, we talked about earlier. When you see a lot of stuff from this 90s where it says limited edition 1 of 20,000, if it's really limited, it really doesn't tell you. If it tells you limited 1 of 500, and because nowadays it's 2019, we can just jump on Google it, buy it. Back in the day, 1 of 2,000 or 1 of 20,000, you're like, whatever. If they made 5 million of those normal color, and they made 20,000 in pewter, I'm all about it. But they probably didn't. Oh, we got some more turtles. This is actually new turtles, which is weird that I have new turtle stuff. It still has the Fox Kids logo on it. Like, there it is, Fox Kids logo. And this is the Mutant Marauder. These are some of the newer Ninja Turtles. I really was way beyond this at that point. 1997, 1998, which actually might make sense because some of those mutation ones that I have down there, they're probably from around the same year, but kind of cool that I have the Ninja Turtle Mutant Marauder. Now I have 2 things left. It was hard for me to get out of the box. Actually, you know what? Let's go with this one. You guys have actually seen this one already in a previous video. That is, if 1, you guys actually watched them, and 2, if you guys are actually paying attention. The X-Men Headquarters playset. Now, I made a joke earlier about the... See it? Loaded with exciting features. I made a joke in a previous video. I'm not going to touch too much on this, otherwise, it'd just be a waste of time for all y'all. But X-Men Headquarters playset. It's really cool because we've seen one before. I kind of went in depth in the coolness of it. But the last thing here that I have is, this was the one that was hard for me to get out. There's another X-Men playset. Is the Weapon X Lab. Cool thing about the Weapon X Lab, apparently you can press the chamber handle, you can squeeze adamantium ooze into skeleton mold, and then watch ooze flow through Wolverine's transparent body to form an adamantium skeleton. Creates 10 to 12 adamantium skeletons. So you have enough to have a bunch of Wolverines. Kind of a cool thing. I mean, the box is in fairly good shape. You see there's, when you go to a corner, you see there's a little indent here, a little indent on the back. That one's kind of bulged out. Point is, it's the Weapon X laboratory. You can make as many X-23s, X-24s, Deadpools, whatever lineage you like to watch and follow. Pretty cool that we've got some interesting play sets. And I'm actually really excited about my Ninja Turtle stuff. So, thank you for watching the video. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to research my Fine Pewter Original Golden Age Sea Mariner. I'm sorry, Submariner. I was going to call him Namor. But at least I can call him Aquaman, right? So I'm going to go ahead and research that, see what it's all about. Research the bot bag, the Silver Surfer fighting bag. And I think on the roll I'm at right now, I'm going to try and do 2 more videos today. Like I said, 1 more current video, current items that I've bought over the last 3 or 4 years. And then maybe 1 video of some old stuff that I find just in my collection. So thank you everyone for watching. If you haven't already, subscribe. Hit the bell icon every time I post a video. I'm going to do a lot better about doing them every single day. I've been kind of doing them, when my wife's not here, because it takes up a lot of time. I make a mess when I open up my boxes. But I'm going to do my best to try and do 1 video every single day. So thanks everyone for watching. Once again, subscribe. Goodbye.